This is 21 CR 103, Ricardo Ramos. Final hearing on the violation of community control. The violation is a fleeing and eluding charge in Willoughby Municipal Court. You understand that charge?
I do, Your Honor.
Ms. Tuttle?
Your Honor, Ricardo wishes to waive his right to a final hearing, enter a plea of guilty to the violation, and proceed forward with sentencing.
Is that what you want to do?
Yes, Your Honor.
What's your plea to that violation?
Guilty, Your Honor.
Accept your guilty plea and find you guilty. What seems to be the problem?
Your Honor, there's no excuse for what happened.
I know there's no excuse, okay? I know there's no
Right.
excuse. That, I don't even have to address the excuse, because there isn't one. So what's the problem?
It was just getting behind the wheel. I had access to this vehicle that I just bought, and I've been giving it to my fiance to drive. She had some eye surgery done, and we needed the car for her to go to work, and instead of going to someone else, she came to me, which was a mistake, and then panicked behind the wheel. But she convinced me to take accountability and turn myself in, which ended up I thought it was a better way than to just continue on the run. So I turned the car in and told my PO.
When did you turn yourself in?
I turned myself in, it was 4 or 5 days after Eastlake. 4 days after Eastlake found the car. They finally got in touch with me, told me
When
to come.
did they arrest you?
They didn't arrest me. They just booked me and let me go on a PR bond.
On what date?
I don't have the exact date. I've been in jail for a minute. I don't remember the exact date, Your Honor. But turned myself in. They let me go, and then I went back to court.
And what happened when you were at court?
The judge gave me 7 days, and then told me she wanted me to continue all the conditions that you had put in place. So the meetings, the treatment. I just got my Medicaid card in the mail, finally, after waiting 3-4 months for it. So I'm finally able to start Crossroads and mental health services.
4 years later.
I don't know if was it 4 years?
Well, yeah, 7/28/21, 4 years and 2 days ago. 3 years and 2 days ago, I told you to get a mental health evaluation.
I did.
And follow the recommendations.
Yes, Your Honor. I did that, Your Honor. I got the
What?
mental health evaluation.
What did you do?
The mental health evaluation.
Okay.
I just wasn't able to get into Crossroads services till after I completed all my NeoCap and Lake House, and then once those were finished, I was able to finally start Crossroads services. But I didn't have any Medicaid because I got a decent paying job.
You just don't want to do anything. This is the 4th time you've been here since I sentenced you, isn't it? Isn't it?
I'm not sure.
It is, I'm sure. Okay. You should be sure too. So why haven't you complied?
I got no excuse, Your Honor.
I know you have no excuse. I didn't ask you what your excuse was. I asked you why you haven't complied.
I've been trying to, Your Honor. I've just.
No, you're not. Okay, no, you're not. Okay. If you were trying to comply, you wouldn't have got kicked out of NeoCap. If you were trying to comply, you wouldn't have been going at a high rate of speed through a school zone. If you're trying to comply, you wouldn't be fleeing and eluding from the cops. So you're not trying to comply. You're trying to do as little as possible to bide your time to get through this entire process. That's what you're trying to do. The reason you haven't complied is because you don't want to comply. So what am I supposed to do with somebody who's got an F3 burglary charge and a cruelty to animal charge, who I put on probation and then just doesn't want to comply? What am I supposed to do with that person?
I don't know, Your Honor. I talked to my fiance. She's given me a chance to do what I have to do here and get back to her. And
What does that have to do with this?
she's given me that. She's given me one more chance. She said.
Why do I
want-
care? Why do I care about that?
Because I'm trying to start a family with her. I'm trying to be a father to her children when her husband is not doing that.
Okay, how can you be anything to anybody if you refuse to be what you're supposed to be to yourself? Because you don't feel like it.
I think if I wasn't trying to comply, I wouldn't have turned myself in, Your Honor.
Well,
I wanted to answer
If
for.
you were trying to comply, when the sirens went on, you would have stopped the car instead of driving through neighborhoods at a high rate of speed, right? If you wanted to comply, that's what you would have done. But you didn't. You know why? Because you didn't want to comply. This isn't rocket science, okay?
Right, Your Honor.
So what am I supposed to do with somebody who doesn't want to comply?
I want to comply, Your Honor.
No, you don't.
I panicked, and I panicked. I've been doing good though. I don't piss dirty. I don't do drugs. I've been clean at 3.5 years, sober as well.
So you don't have the excuse of drugs clouding your mind,
I
right?
want to better
So then
myself.
then that makes it worse that you refuse to comply.
It was a bad decision.
I know it was a bad decision. How fast were you going through the school zone a couple of years ago?
40. I was going 40 and a 25.
Now, this one you were going 40 and a 25. What about the school zone that you got the reckless operation?
That wasn't out of a school zone, Your Honor. That was near the school zone. Yeah, I was going.
A lot. You were going a lot.
Yeah, I don't remember.
And that's why it was a reckless operation instead of a speeding ticket.
Right.
And I don't remember the excuse you gave me, but you gave me an excuse last time too. And I'm sick of the excuses.
I don't blame you, Your Honor.
What?
I don't blame you, Your Honor.
Well, you can blame me or not blame me, I don't care. Okay? I mean, what's the point of all this?
I don't know, Your Honor. I just want to get back out and get back to work. Help.
Work where?
I'm working with my fiance out of a place in Menor called I'm her security. It's like Game Time. It's a casino-ish. They do slot machines, but I'll be her security and just trying to help pay the bills.
Where'd you work before that?
Before that was Subway. I was working at Subway, and then they wanted to help me get into like manager classes, but I wasn't trying to stay at Subway long term. It was just convenient. The factory that I got the failure to control wouldn't allow me to return to work. So I had to go to Subway, and then from there I found a job at that casino.
Where's that?
Menor on the Lake, Little Caesars. And,
Who's your probation officer?
Kaylee Warren now.
You have not the least bit impressed her with your performance on probation. Do you know that?
Did not, Your Honor.
Did not know that. Okay? She thinks you're dummying up the meeting signatures.
I'm not, Your Honor.
You're not?
No, I'm a full-time member of NA.
And I should believe that.
I would hope so, Your Honor.
Why don't you have your license?
The driving, it's suspended out of
Why
Willoughby.
is it suspended?
Out of Willoughby for the driving, for the fleeing.
So you had a valid license when you got caught going 41 and a 25 4 days later?
No,
Why not?
because of the failure to control when I was in Menor.
Okay. Did you have a valid license before that?
Yes,
Okay. So how long did Menor suspend your license for?
1 year, Your Honor. That 1 year suspension just ended.
When did it end?
It ended sometime in July of this year.
What do you do as security at this, whatever this place is?
They move a lot of cash in and out, so I just make sure that no one comes in and is armed or looking to start trouble. Just keeping an eye out.
When do you work?
When do I work? I work, well, as soon as I get out of jail, she's bringing me back.
Okay, well, before you went to jail, before you felt like not complying, I mean, I'm curious. If you're this security guy at this, whatever it is, what is it exactly? It's not a casino. What is it?
Slot machines?
Slot machine. I thought slot machines were illegal.
No, no.
No?
They have a license.
Okay. And people come in there and gamble,
Yes, Your Honor.
and,
No alcohol allowed in the premises as well.
well, that's a saving grace. So when people come in and you're the security, what do you do?
I just I keep visual eye to make sure they're not trying to tamper with the machines and watch the transactions when they go to check out. And keep an eye out for if anyone else is coming into the premises that might want to cause trouble.
And what do you do if you come upon that?
Well, I'd ask them, first I'd ask them to leave, escort them out, and if they refuse, there's a button on my belt that I could hit
For what?
to call the police.
Okay. And so when you are trying to get somebody to comply with something and they don't comply, then what? Because isn't that you? Isn't that the definition of you? Somebody that won't comply?
Give them,
Why should anybody comply with your directives in your spot as a security guard when you don't comply with real police officers' signals? Why should anybody listen to you?
I don't know, Your Honor.
You
I was
don't know.
trying, I give them as many chances as I can, and then if worse comes to worse,
What?
escort them out by force, or at least restrain them until the police come.
Okay. So you're relying on the police to help you. Isn't that ironic?
Very.
Yeah. Why don't you get another job?
Oh, I could.
Why don't you?
I haven't. This is the first one that became available to me. Subway.
Well, I keep hearing, I keep hearing out there in the news that this is the greatest economy ever, and all these jobs are out there. So why aren't you getting one?
Now that I don't have a vehicle, I don't have transportation to
So what?
these places.
You got two legs at work?
I know, and that's what I'm doing now. I'm walking. I walk from Menor 6.
The reason you don't get another job, like a regular job, instead of this half-ass security thing, is because you don't want to. That's why you don't. Your goal is to do as little as possible to keep your ass out of prison. That's your goal. Nothing else. That's it.
Trying to
And I'm sick of seeing you.
I don't blame you. Your Honor.
How many days have you spent in jail on this case?
I think over 40 days, Your Honor. Closing in on 40.
Okay, how many altogether as of today? Don't tell them, don't tell them.
I think like 500.
503. Why? You like it?
No, I don't
Then
know.
why do you keep doing it?
I don't know, Your Honor.
You don't know. Don't you think you ought to maybe figure that out?
I do, and that's what going to Crossroads will hopefully give me.
We're 3 years into this case.
I know, Your Honor.
So where was your mental health evaluation? Was it Crossroads 3 years ago?
No, I got it through probation, through the jail. I got a mental health evaluation.
By who?
I don't know. They're on the second floor, Your Honor. My probation officer, Jennifer Knaus, at the time, helped me get it.
And what did they tell you?
They didn't tell me anything, Your Honor. They gave me my evaluation. They sent the report to Jennifer, and then
Okay, what did the evaluation say?
they didn't let. She didn't.
Huh?
She didn't let me read it, Your Honor.
It's your evaluation. Didn't you talk to the people?
I did, but they didn't tell me anything, Your Honor.
And then what did you do after that to try to find out what the mental health evaluation showed?
Nothing.
Right.
Right.
Nothing.
And
Because
once-
you didn't, you figured, I did it, I'm done with it. So what do you need mental health treatment for?
So in situations like that I just faced, I won't panic. I won't be afraid. I'll just comply.
Do you have anything in there, Megan, about a mental health evaluation?
Well, I'm not sure if he's referring to the jail treatment program assessment, which was done through Crossroads on the night before, but the recommendations for that were just to follow through with the path.
Okay, so that was the jail treatment program
That might, yeah.
for drug and alcohol. That wasn't the mental health evaluation. You never got one. You never got a mental health evaluation.
Okay. Yeah.
Huh?
I didn't have insurance. I realize now. I just got the
Jesus
insurance.
Christ,
part.
I've had, it's only 20 after 9, and I've got a day full of excuses out of you. How long has he been sitting here this time, Megan?
Yes, 35 days of credit on the PD, but the time didn't start until June 26th because of the other case.
Because of your 7-day sentence from Willoughby? Unbelievable. How old are you now?
25, Your Honor. 25 or 26.
Huh?
25 or 26.
25 or 26, which is it?
I think 26, Your Honor.
What do you mean you think?
I don't pay attention to my birthday too often.
I've never had anybody, when I've asked them how old they are, tell me either one age or another age, and then the reason is they don't pay attention to that stuff. You don't pay attention to anything. You don't give a shit about what's going on. You don't give a shit about your future. All you give a shit about is getting out of here today to continue to do whatever it is you want to do. That's all you give a shit about. That's it. That's where it begins. That's where it ends. And then what you'll do is you'll blame somebody else, probably me. Doesn't matter who. You'll blame somebody else because you don't have the first clue about where you're at in your 25 or 26 years of life. I'm astounded that when I asked you how old you are, you don't know. Ms. Tuttle, do you have anything you want to say?
Your Honor, we would request that the court continue Ricardo on a period of community control sanctions. He acknowledges that his conduct has not been great while he's been on probation. He was sentenced to 1 year of probation through Willoughby Municipal Court, ordered to follow the same conditions that he was to follow here.
Well, I'm sure you'll be a rousing success out of your probation in Willoughby since you haven't followed a goddamn thing out of this place. I'm sure you'll be a rousing success.
Your Honor, his mother, Carmen Ramos, is here today as well and would like to convey to the court the sentiment that his family is here to support and not enable him, if the court would allow her to speak.
That's nice that your mother is here, okay, because usually nobody's here, okay? But what does it matter that your mother is here? Tell me why that has any impact on me.
It doesn't, Your Honor.
It doesn't. You know why it doesn't? Because she's been here before, right?
The first time, Your Honor.
Okay? And she's been here to support you before, right? Right?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, and what have you done in return?
A lot of stress for her, Your Honor. Been a lot of stress.
Why? Do you not like your mother?
No excuses, Your Honor.
I know, but do you not like your mother for some reason?
No, that's not it.
So what has she done to deserve the stress you've given her?
She doesn't.
She doesn't. Then why do you do it?
I'm stupid. Your Honor. Make mistakes.
Mistakes. This isn't a mistake, okay? This is sheer selfishness, okay? Ricardo does what Ricardo wants to do when he wants to do it. Have you established any goals for your life?
I have, Your Honor.
What? What are they?
I've get back to my family, my children. I realize now I am 26 and I don't have much left to as terms of becoming something. I did what I wanted to do. I went to the military, did that. So now it's just get back to my kids now. That's why I was working at that little casino, trying to have the money until I can go to school. I applied to college at Lakeland.
When?
I just enrolled. I haven't finished the application because of the court.
Okay, you didn't just enroll.
But I've
because
been,
you-
I am enrolled. I need to finish registering
Well,
my
you said you
classes.
didn't finish the application. You enrolled, but you didn't finish the application.
Right. I'm enrolled. I just haven't finished registering my classes yet.
Well, then you're not enrolled.
I'm gonna go to Lakeland and get my welding degree, use some of that, and then get back to my kids. I got 2 little ones.
Where are they?
One's in Michigan, and then the one's with my fiance.
How old?
4.
Which one?
Her son, our son.
What's he been doing for the last 42 days?
He thinks I'm with my brother out of town. But he's staying with her while she's going through her own little case. She's a victim out of another case in East Lake. So she's going through that.
So what good does it do her or your 4-year-old to have you around? What positive does that provide for him?
More income in the house. They're struggling right now. It helps with that. A father figure.
Well, if that was so important to you, why, when the police siren went off and the lights went on, why did you run if that was so important to you?
It's fear. Fear, Your
And
Honor.
I have the answer. I know the answer. The answer is, what matters most to you is that you do what you want to do when you want to do it. That's what matters to you, not your 4-year-old son, not your fiance, not your mother, not your job, not your mental health, not your age. The only thing that matters to you is that you be able to do what you want to do, when you want to do it, and how you want to do it. Because that's where your thinking begins and that's where it ends. So, take his ass back to jail, Deputy Samek.
You got it, sir.
Okay? And we'll conclude this at another time when I'm not so goddamn pissed off. Okay?